I'm not going to apologize for anything that I say.
Get used to it.
Let's get into it, baby. Welcome to the podcast known as Gagging on Gangrene. With your host, Michael Rosado. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess who is back? Guess who is in full effect? I am so sorry I've been gone for so long. My computer has been arguing with me. YouTube has been arguing with me. Nothing's been going right. Except for, I don't believe it, the 2-1 Jets. Go figure that the team everybody put dead last actually got 2 of the 3 wins right off the bat. Wow. Oh, wait. We have 2 3-0 teams in our division. How? Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. I wish my other cast would have came up. I could not get them loaded. I had so much to say about New England. I had so much to say about, oh, my God, who was the first team we played? Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lord. I can't remember at this moment. I can't remember the first team we came out with. Doesn't even matter. I don't care. We're 2-1. I'm happy. Sort of. But I am happy to have a winning record 3 games in the season because the next 4 games, well, actually looking down the way these teams are performing, not so great. But we're going to concentrate on that later on. What we're going to concentrate on right now is last week's game. And oh my God, talk about a roller coaster of emotions from first snap to final whistle. A game that started off that should have been a blowout to a game when it ended should have been given away to the Bills. The Jets versus the Bill game was an absolute tragedy, comedy, whatever you want to call it. It was a drama. It was a flat-out drama. And we're going to get into that real quick. I'm going to name out some stars, and I'm going to throw some people on the bus, but you know what? I got to be happy. 2-1 is 2-1, and I don't care how you get a win, baby, as long as you get them. So we're going to get into it right about now. Yes, I've said the Jets are 2-1, and thank God we go into the next 4 games with a winning record because I believe we have to go into Atlanta. We got a few other games in there that really worry me, but like I said, I'm going to concentrate on this game. And this game started off with one hell of a bang. Let me tell you people, oh God, I know I'm a day late and a dollar short behind every other podcast and freaking journalists and every sportscaster out there, fine. I'm still going to put in my 2 cents. Why? Because I love you so much. And I do love to talk about my team. Coming out of the gate, it looked like we should have ran away with this. Oh my God, the passing game was on. The defense was stellar that first half. Notice I emphasized the first half. That first half, the defense was absolutely stellar. It was a rock. My God, I was so impressed with those boys. I really was. Offense was clicking. Defense was clicking. It looked like we were going to roll. Geno Smith was coming out. He was rolling out. He was making passes to Hill, to Holmes. Oh, my God, Holmes straight out balled. Good for you, Santonio Holmes. Finally seeing you breaking out and doing some good for yourself. Hallelujah. God, I love you. God bless you. Help the kid out. And even Blau Powell. Chris Ivory's injured. Chris Ivory has re-injured his hamstring and will be out for a significant amount of time. I'm guessing like a month at least. Poor Chris Ivory, but you know what? We gotta be honest, he really wasn't doing much up until this point. But Blau Powell finally breaking a 100-yard game. Not only that, but adding 50 on top of it. Sadly, no touchdowns to speak of, but he did help keep the chains moving. He did help move the ball. God bless that boy. Good job, Blau Powell. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm happy the way everything looked in the first half. First half of football was great. And then we get to the second half. And the second half of football for the Jets, I'm sorry, and I know you guys are all happy we won, and so am I. Very happy. That is one of the most pathetic halves of football from any football team I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we had 20 penalties. 20. How in the hell do you get 20 penalties? You have to actually physically try. You have to mentally prepare yourself to get 20 penalties. I had played the game of football for 9 years. The most amount of penalties I ever had in a game was 3. And you know why? Because of that third penalty, the look my coach gave me, I thought I was going to shat myself. There is no way a professional football team should ever have 20 penalties. I don't care what the story is. Kyle Wilson let us down big time. Dukakis? Definitely let us down big time. I know I'm stuttering because I'm getting a little excited and getting a little ahead of myself. I'm going to calm down now. Big Zen breath. Okay. All right. Slowing down the pace. The second half of football, especially from the defense, primarily from Kyle Wilson, was one of the most pathetic displays of football I had ever seen. It really was. We literally tried to give that game away to the Bills. We had did all that beautiful work in the first half. In the second half, tried in every way, shape, or form to shoot ourselves in the foot. Nope. 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 We cannot do that anymore. Cannot. Because you know what? We're shocking people. We can score, and that scares a lot of people. Because you know what? We have the ability to score now, plus our stellar defense when they're not committing 20 penalties. That's a scary thought for a lot of teams around the league. Because now they have to pay attention to us. They have to look at us. And you know what? I'm glad they do. I'm really, really, really glad they have to take a look at us seriously and go, oh my God, what have we gotten ourselves into? We're supposed to be a team that's supposed to be written off. And I know it's very long this season, and it can still happen. But you know what? We have proven that we can put points on the board. We have proven that we can play defense. We're not committing stupid errors. It's all about the mental now. We have to put it all together mentally. And we start doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to win a couple games that we're not supposed to. We should have won that game against New England. Absolutely, hands down, should have won that game against New England. I don't know how we did it. Once again, Tom Brady pulls up. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember 3 interceptions. That's right. Oh, yeah, that brings me to the next point. Geno Smith, come on down. Geno, I am happy that you're throwing touchdown passes and you're making touchdown plays. I am truly happy about that. But my son, my brother, do me a favor. Do not throw no more interceptions all goddamn year. 5 in 2 games is no good. That's Sanchez territory. You want to be better than the man? You got to throw less interceptions. Turn over the ball is something that kills us. It has been our plague for the last 2 seasons, at least. Turnovers. Oh, my God. We cannot win the turnover battle. As good as our defense can be, we cannot win the turnover battle. Cannot. We always seem to lose that battle. And if you lose that battle, 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose the game. It's just the way it is. Every coach preaches it. Lives and dies by it. Oh, my God. You have to win the turnover battle. Okay? There's no other way to look at it. Now, I'm not going to get too big into stats and everything like that. You know, Geno did have a good day. I'm not even going to go over his stats. By now, y'all should know about it. I'm giving my personal thoughts on the game itself. Okay? And as every Jets fan I'm sure was watching out there, you're probably wondering, what the heck? How did a game that looked like it was going to be a 40-0 game or 40-6 game or whatever turn out to be that close? 1 blown coverage, a mountain of penalties. How many 1st and 20, 25s did we have? Like 4 or 5? Oh, my God. Team, do not shoot yourself in the foot, and you will shock people. Oh, my God. I'm actually somewhat excited about this football team. Coming into this season, I'm not going to lie, and I think I've expressed it before. I had some kind of low expectations. You know, I was going to kind of muddle through the season. I was just going to keep complaining on here. But you know what? My team was actually doing good. And of course, my computer doesn't work. And I can't even express it with you people for the first 2 games of the season. Breaks my heart. Really does. But you know what? I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be in full effect. I'm glad to see Stephen Hill finally learning how to catch the ball. I had made one of the dumbest quotes I ever made in my entire life at the bar while I was watching this game. I said, Stephen Hill is a good receiver. He just can't catch the ball. I literally said that. Note to self. Lay off Jägermeister. Okay. And I had to correct myself to my friend Sammy and go, what I meant to say was, because, you know, that was just a stupid thing to say in the first place, and I'll fully admit it. I'll take my lickings as they come. What I meant to say was, he's a receiver who can get open, and he's a big body. He just has hands of stone. Yeah, I know. Brilliant. That's the quote of the week right there. Oh, that's almost as bad as a butt fumble. Oh, Lord. But it's nice to have something good to talk about this Jets team. We've proven we can establish a running game. Maybe not right off the bat in the game, but tell you what, Blau Powell keeps trying, and eventually that boy going to find a hole. Eventually that boy going to make something happen. I got to give it up to him. He is working hard. Chris Ivory, sad to say, but you're not going to be back. And that brings us to another problem for next week's game. We're down 2 major running backs now. We're down Chris Ivory due to injury and Goodson due to stupidity. So that only leaves Blau Powell. And thank God he's shown determination, heart, and grit. God bless you, Blau Powell. Loving you, baby. Loving you. Oh, my God. And I just overwhelmed with pride being a Jets fan in these few little aspects we had. Because we really don't have a lot of offensive stats to be real happy about. But as the season progresses and as everybody starts getting comfortable with each other, I see the offensive line getting better. I see them pushing people around. The pass protection, for the most part, has been pretty good. Sometimes Gino holds on to the ball a little too long, and trying to make that big play happen sometimes gets him in trouble. He is a rookie. I will give him a pass. But 5 turnovers in 2 games, no good, my man. No good. Okay? I know you can do better than that. You seem to be getting comfortable in Gotham. All right? And I know you want to be big time. Well, brother, in the next 4 games, you can have your choice. You have a chance to be big time. You have a chance to shine. You can at least break even these next 4 games. You're going to have a real chance to be big time. And if Sanchez don't come back, nobody putting in Sims. Even though I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, yeah, put in Sims, put in Sims. And Gino sort of quieted that a little bit this past game. But 2 more interceptions on top still scares me. Because you know what? That will kill us in another game. It will. Against a better team, that will bury us. I mean, let's face it, the Bills, they're decent. They're not a great team. And they shouldn't even be. We proved on the field that we had to kill ourselves for them to stand a chance. We literally had to shoot ourselves in the foot or in the leg. Sorry, I had to. Cheap shot, I know. I'll foul it. But, we had to literally kill ourselves in order to keep them in the game. If we'd have played a disciplined game of football, this podcast would almost totally be about, my God, the Jets stomped them. But that is not the case. That is not the case. Kyle Wilson, I've already discussed you before. You need to man up. You've been in this league far too long to let somebody get in your head like that. You're a professional cornerback. You got to step up and be better. You got to step up and work harder. You train with Darrelle Revis. You have played with Cromartie for all those years now. And you can't keep your head in the game? Come on, man. If you can't do it by skill, do it by mental ability alone. Be a pro. I know you can play. I know you can ball. I've seen you do it. Just don't let somebody get in your head and kill a team. Nothing will kill a team faster than somebody just being an idiot. And I'm sorry, you may not be an idiot, but you were acting like one on the field. Bottom line. Then we had a couple other stupid penalties where there was a possible fumble, and they had the refs had thrown a flag, and I see somebody I can't remember his name, and he pushed another lineman, and there was another flag. I'm like, I actually had to take a break from watching the game for a little bit. But in the end, we pulled it together, and a beautiful rainbow pass to Santonio Holmes. Straight down the sideline, boom, touchdown. That pretty much puts the game, it doesn't put it out of reach, but it puts us where it needs to be. We survive a little longer, and booyah, 2-1. And we're still in 3rd place in the division. Why? Because we have 2 undefeated teams in our division. We got the Dolphins, and we got the Patriots. And for the first time ever, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Even though the Patriots game is over and done with, it's a memory. I am more scared of the Dolphins than I am of the Patriots. That's the first time I've said that in a long time. It has been eons since I've said something like that. That team is putting it together. I hate the Dolphins with a passion. I can't stand them. Make me sick to my stomach every time I see them. But you know what? When a team's putting it together, a team is putting it together. And when we meet up, one thing I can guarantee about that game is there's going to be a lot of hard hitting. And I can't wait to see that. Hope it's disciplined hard hitting. Hope it's not stupid mental mistake hard hitting. Hope it's people remembering their assignments, protecting their gaps, getting after it, and just going full out. When you make a mistake, make it aggressively within the rules of the game. That's all we ask as Jets fans. Give us hope. That's what I was saying before. And you know what? You have gave me a shred of hope. I'm impressed. I'm not boiling over with pride yet, but I'm definitely further along the bandwagon than I was before. Give it up to the boys in the green and white. I'm going to keep this real short. I'm not going to take up, 15, 20 minutes, or actually I'm almost at the 15 mark. I'm not going to take up 20, 30 minutes of everybody's time today. I'm not going to go over stats and your fantasy stats and blah, 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 this and that. This is a real short one. I'm pretty much doing this just to test out, make sure everything works. And the next one will be better. It will be oh my God, forgive me. Tacos. Anyway. It's going to be a pregame, oh my God. It's going to be a pregame preview of next week's game against the Titans. I'm going to have that up most definitely by Saturday night, Sunday morning. You can have it. You can use it as a game companion, and we can get after it together as Jets fans. I told you I was going to keep it short. I want to make some real quick points about the football game. Talked about my feelings, and I really, really, really hope at some point that this podcast gets around to you people a lot more than I have. I got like maybe 10, 11 views. I have no subscribers. That's fine. I'm going to keep talking. Every week I'm going to start doing this. It's partially my fault for not keeping it regular because of my dumbass computer. Oops, I cussed. You'll deal with one cuss word. But looking at next week, I think we have a chance to beat the Titans. They look like a good squad, but I think we can hang with them play for play. I really do. I'm really, really feeling that our defense is going to come big, and our offense is going to make less mistakes than theirs. Just my prediction. Early prediction. We'll get into more detail about that next week. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to touch on? I touched on Geno. I touched on the two receivers. I touched on Blau. Offensive line looking good. Like I said, not going to get into it. Your fantasy point. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Like I said, this is just a quick shot right up the barrel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to cut it off here. Like I said, not much to this one. I promise to make the next one a little longer, a little more in depth, more stats, more comparison. But I just wanted to gush real quick with you. God bless you. I love you. And remember, baby, it's all about that JETS.